Who's best girl and why is it Nico? Yo, what's going on? It's Maru Otaku back with another waifu review. Today, we're looking at Nico Yazawa. Fun fact, this is where it all started, the original waifu review. Let's take a trip back to 2014 on Facebook. Someone was shit talking my homegirl Nico, saying she was useless, like she was just so annoying and could have been deleted from the entire anime, and I couldn't let that slide. After getting deep into that very productive conversation, I decided that if I ever did anime on YouTube, I would make waifu reviews to showcase characters that I found interesting, and now, here we are. How could I make a Love Live waifu review without starting with Nico? It's no doubt that Nico Yazawa is a very controversial character in Love Live franchise, alongside Yohane, who we'll get to in a future video. It mostly comes down to her personality and her cute or cringy Nico ni catchphrase. Reactions will vary depending on who you ask. Our first introduction to her is kind of strange to say the least. I mean, stalking them and telling Honoka and friends to give up. Wow, that's not nice. You shouldn't steal other people's food. But there's a reason why she's acting like a dick. She's attempted to start an idol group in the past, but those other members either weren't as interested or committed to it as she was, and her standards were just too high for them. So eventually the whole thing just kind of fell apart. So after several years of being just bitter about it, these new kids just suddenly come along with their own group. Yeah, she's understandably salty about it. Eventually we see that deep down she's actually very lonely and wishes that she had friends who's into the stuff she's into. So what it took was for the others to recognize her knowledge and passion in idols for her to come on board. A little flattery goes a long way. Okay, so that explains why she was very aggressive towards them in the first place. But what's with that arrogant princess-like complex? I mean, why call the others her backup dancers? To answer that, we must look towards her personal life. Behind the scenes. In season 2 episode 4, it's revealed that she's pretty much one of the leaders of her house. I mean, her dad is mysteriously absent, which we'll get into later, and her mom is often away on business trips, so it's all on Nico to look after her younger siblings. In that house, she's built a web of lies that they all believe without a question. It seems like Nico's created that persona since her first year, and when her dreams all came crashing to an end, she couldn't just tell them that she failed. She's supposed to be their role model, someone they can look up to for answers and guidance. So to reassure them and stop them from worrying, she acts confident. And sometimes maybe overly confident. But think about it. At their age, kids put their elders on a pedestal and view them as these bastions of knowledge, so she can't let them down. So the persona she feels obligated to keep up for her siblings and her vast knowledge of idols explains why she has this know-it-all attitude that we see towards the other members. But deep down, she has a caring side to her that shouldn't be overlooked. Throughout time, throughout the whole anime, she slowly becomes more comfortable and open with everyone. What's up with her Nico ni catchphrase anyways? I mean, why does she keep saying it so often? I'll be honest, I initially thought it was just dumb. But as she kept saying it, I don't know if it's like Stockholm Syndrome, but damn, I started to like it. That phrase is very polarizing. If you ask anyone who's watched Love Live what they thought about it, you're gonna get a strong reaction, whether they love it or they hate it. I rarely see people that are like, I don't really care about it. So where did it come from though? To answer that, we need to go to her school idol diary. It's honestly very eye-opening, and it's what made me like Nico even more. Basically, chapter 3 is like her origin story. Her name itself, Nico, means to smile, or it's like the sound effect for smiling. And the reason why she says Nico ni is that her father would say it to her so that she would always smile. It's kind of like their version of saying cheese. It's revealed that he unfortunately passed away, but she still stays cheerful and upbeat because that's what he would have wanted. Also, in that chapter, she admits that she's been letting her emotional walls down and being more open with her friends. It just adds a whole nother dimension to her character. Now, this won't be a waifu review without analyzing potential partners. So, what type of person would Nico be interested in? Let's just pretend for a second that she has eyes for other people other than Maki, but she's quite arrogant or extremely confident. So she kind of fits that Himedere character type. She looks down on people and thinks she's better, but deep down, she just wants to connect with people. So it seems like she would want people to validate her in a way, kind of like how her siblings look up to her and believe her #1 super idol persona. But seeing that Nico Maki is a thing, she wouldn't want to push over either, so someone who can go toe-to-toe with her verbally would keep things interesting. So her positive traits are that she's hardworking, cares about her family, which means that she has a strong sense of responsibility. She could have just fed him cornflakes and let him run loose, but she's trying her best to look after them. Her room is super pink, that's another plus. Also, who else in Muse has their name in a song? Checkmate. I mean, we're forgetting one important thing. She's just cute. I mean, what else can you say? As for the negatives, what negatives? So these are the reasons why I find Nico interesting. I got other characters lined up for Waifu Reviews, not just Love Live, and other anime reviews. So if you liked what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, my friends, thank you for watching, stay legal, and I will see you in the next video.
Subscribe to Moderately Otaku.